Hello, I'm Oliver Knapp, a certified Splunk architect and ES admin here at Somerford, and welcome to the second episode in our series of short videos on the Common Information Model, a series which looks at getting your data normalised and ready to draw value from. Our focus today is looking at and learning about how we can use data model acceleration, including the setup and provisioning of acceleration and where it can be used for gaining the most possible value from your CIM compliant data. As we discussed in the previous episode, a key benefit of having data normalised to the Common Information Model is that you can get your data in the context it is intended, ensuring common logical fields are put together across sources. Then, this common data can be fed into data models, where you can leverage Splunk's search and analysis capabilities to explore and analyse the data effectively. We also discussed how one would go about getting the data in the right format and ensuring data is properly aligned. We're going to further build on this idea today with an introduction to a very powerful tool, data model acceleration, commonly used in enterprise security to draw near instantaneous value from data and alerts. When we talk about accelerated data, what do we actually mean? Well, data which has undergone the process of acceleration, usually in the form of data models or reports, has been pre-computed and had its results stored, thus reducing the need for repeatedly scanning through raw data. When we look at accelerating the data in data models, this means that the data has been fetched before the user has used the data model, so when they rush to run pivots on the data in it, they get instant results, as it is the accelerated data being searched rather than the raw data. This brings us on to our next key point. How would we go about accelerating our data models? Well, thankfully this is a simple process. You need only, using the UI, go into Manage Apps and then into the Setup row for the CIM, into Settings and then enable acceleration on the data model you wish to accelerate. There is more customization which can be configured through the advanced acceleration settings, such as the backfill time and maximum amount of concurrent accelerated instances for this data. A key point to remember is when setting your timings, the accelerated data is stored in a bucket with a retention period. The data is constantly updated and data outside of the period is moved out, so ensure that you set the right period of time to keep your data for as is applicable to its use. If all has gone well and our data model is accelerated, we should see the yellow lightning bolt on the data model highlighted. We can see that in the screenshot in the corner of your screens. So now we understand what data model acceleration is and how we will go about facilitating it, we really ought to understand why we would want to do it. Accelerated data has the benefit of greatly improved performance in relation to the speed of the searches and pivots, alongside much more efficiency when it comes to processing power, talking at the moment of pivot that is. This all goes together to create a more scalable environment when planned properly in a business context. The key area which can benefit from acceleration within the business context, I would say, is the security operations and monitoring data centers, as this data will allow for a myriad of reports and pivots to be run on backfill data quickly and efficiently, allowing for instant response to queries on security data and as such deeper insight into what's happening at the drop of a hat. Thank you for watching our short video on data model acceleration in the CIM. We have covered what data model acceleration is, how we will go about enabling it, and also we dived into why you might want to accelerate your data in the first place. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any questions, then feel free to email us at info@somerfordassociates.com and keep an eye out for the next video in our CIM series, the Common Information Model, where we will take a deep dive into the Common Information Model itself, uncover its multiple facets and quirks, and hopefully learn what makes normalised data in enterprise security tick.